yeah, give some examples. What happens when one pillar is not there? Like, say that there is a couple where one person just realizes that I want to take this amazing job in a different city, and up until that point, everything's been good in the relationship, and because have their everyday life and everything worked, but then all of a sudden this challenge comes in of, wow, okay, that might mean either we move or we need to break up, or you live somewhere else half of the time, or yeah. So what would happen in a situation like that?
Yeah, that's a good example, Ida. Yeah. Well, actually, if you take one pillar out, and we would start with the first pillar, in this example you bring, you wouldn't even realize that you actually would want to take this other job and move into the different city, because you don't allow yourself to orientate on your ever-changing needs. You have settled with your family for 10 years, you had your jobs, you had your ideas of career and business, and now there's this idea coming in and someone saying, hey, I have this job offer, but it would mean you moving, and you just say, no, we stay here, I have family. And that's the thing. So you're not orientating. And maybe you could ask yourself, like, maybe I should have done that. Or after a while, you blame your partner that you didn't do that or couldn't do that, because you had to sacrifice yourself for the kids and couldn't do your career or whatever would come up. But this would be possible situations if you don't focus on needs orientation. Yeah. So, but taking your example further and saying like, okay, I actually want to take this job, and I actually think we can make this work. And we take the benevolence out. That would mean being needs orientated and being transparent and owning that I want to take this job, or I want to make this decision. And actually, this is so important for me, I don't care how it is about you. And if you come across my ideas, I will argument them down. And I will tell you you're wrong, and no, we could make it work, and it's just not working because you are too narrow-minded and whatever, and go into blaming and shaming. So I would be needs orientated. Yes, I want to take this job. I think we can make it work. I may maybe even be right there and have a really good idea how to make it work. And I share that transparently, but I don't bring the other one in the boat. I say like, I want to do that, and I don't care how it is for you, literally. And taking the third pillar out and putting the second in, it's like, okay, I want to take this job. And that's actually a hard one, because I don't share this transparently towards you. So I would come into some split. I would talk to my boss, maybe saying like, oh yeah, I want to do this, and I want to, yeah, I'm bringing this, and maybe look for apartments and stuff in the new city. But I cannot talk about it transparently, and this is endangering my benevolence. So to keep the benevolence, I have to hide my actual needs. And this creates a split in me. And with the example you gave, with moving into a different city, that's something like getting pregnant. It's like on or off. Yeah, this is like something very, very clear. So sooner or later, it will show. If I go for my needs, and then we will have a fight, because the benevolence then breaks away because I move away and you never knew I wanted to do that. Or we land in our first example where the needs orientation isn't met. I actually want to go, but I fear the benevolence will be taken away, so I neglect my need again. But taking that on something that is more out of everyday life, we all know that. We all so often have situations where we feel our needs quite clear, but don't talk about them transparently to keep the benevolence. That's what's called harmony seeker or people pleaser or things like that.
Conflict avoider.
Conflict avoider, harmony, yeah. And there you see, this doesn't work at all. Relationships don't work if you don't put in these three factors. And I wouldn't call it a method, actually. I would call it a paradigm. It's creating an awareness for how do I actually want to relate with you? Yeah.